go to your My Finance, go to My Finance, My Pay. So you can see income tax, right? So in income tax tab, you can see your complete computation. Okay. So many of you are telling that you people have declared, but my tax has been deducted. So you need to first understand the computation. Okay. So whether your computation has been computed based on old tax regime or new tax regime. There are two tax regime. Okay. So one, as per old tax regime, all your exemptions will be allowed. Okay. As per new tax regime, there are certain restrictions in allowing the all exemptions. So now my computation has been calculated based on old tax regime. My old tax regime slab is this. Okay. We scroll down, you can see my taxable income slab is for every 2.5 lakh, it is 0%, and 2.5 to 5 lakh, it is 5%, and 5 to 10 lakh, it is 20%. And more than 10 lakh, if your earning is more than 10 lakh, there is 30%. Okay. Fine. This is the slab. For this, tax will be calculated. If your total earnings, after all your exemption, whatever earnings you have, that will fall under these slabs. Okay. For this, the tax amount will be calculated. And for this amount, there will be additional cess charge, that is 4% will be applicable. And totaling this total taxable amount and cess charge will be your liable tax amount that you're going to pay. Okay. And if you see what is paid till now and what is the remaining amount you're going to pay. Okay. This remaining amount will split into number of months for future. So every n number of months you have from April, whatever it has been deducted or not deducted, the remaining months will show as the actual TDS amount. Okay. So this is the as per old tax regime calculation. So if I don't have any exemptions or investments to declare and claim the exemptions, I can go ahead straight away with the new income tax regime. Okay, it's a suggestion from our side. You can go ahead and declare. If you don't have any investments, go ahead with new income tax regime. Okay, so if you're switching to new income tax regime, you can see the slab over here. Okay, same for 2.5 lakh, it is 0. Up to 2.5 lakh earning in this financial year with leap, okay, it is nil. More than 2.5 to 5 lakh, it will be 5%. And note, there will be tax rebate. That is this 5% if your earnings is less than 5 lakh rupees. Okay, both in old tax regime and new tax regime, there will be tax rebate. So make a note that if it is less than 5 lakh rupees, you need not to pay any tax. If it is any tax has been deducted, you can file the form 16 and you can claim the refund from the income tax department. Okay, so if it is more than 5 lakh rupees, you are liable to pay this 5% plus for every 2.5 lakh there is a slab percentage. Okay, so 5 lakh to 7.5 lakh, that 2.5 lakh will be 10%, and for every 2.5 lakh there is a slab percentage. So more than 15 lakhs, it will be 30%. This is new tax regime. Okay, this is new tax regime where all your exemptions will not be allowed. These are the exemptions which will not be considered. Even HRA, your social benefits, nothing will be considered. Okay. So if you click switch to new tax regime, this will be your liable tax to pay. Okay, after your earnings. So if you see the computation on real-time basis, there will be no exemptions will be allowed, and for the total earnings, whatever in my account, that has been calculated with new tax regime. If you see, it's calculated as per new tax regime. For every 2.5 lakh, it has been calculated, and the remaining amount with 30% slab. Okay, for this amount, there will be a cess charge, plus you will have remaining tax to be paid with equal number of, which will be split into number of months. If you don't have any investment, please switch over to new income tax regime. If you have any investments, go to old tax regime and switch it over to old tax regime. So this will save you little bit. If you see that this is the total income tax payable without my exemptions. Okay. So if you see professional tax, whatever declared from your salary will be auto projected and will be exempted, and standard deduction will be exempted, and EPF, which is deducted from your salary, you can see the breakup also, which will be exempted. Okay, after all the exemptions, these are auto exemptions. And if you have given any sort of benefits also, that will also be auto exempted in the profile itself. Okay, and based on the total earnings after all these exemptions, this earnings will be considered for the tax slab, which old tax regime. Okay, so where to declare my investments, whatever investments I'm making, where to declare it? You can go ahead and declare it in manage tax. If you click manage tax tab, on the top you can see the cutoff date. Okay, make sure you are declaring an investments or uploading your proof on or before 22nd of every month. The last date will be January 22nd. Okay, it's January 22nd, and in the December month also, your gateway will open till 22nd only. Okay, and for proof submission, you still have time till February 22nd. Nevertheless, if you have a proof for any investment declarations, you can submit it now itself. Okay. And there is a quick snapshot after exemption. What is my net taxable income, and what is the total tax that is liable to pay? Okay, what is already paid, you can see it here. So this particular dashboard states number of declarations you have given and the number of amount declared and proof submitted against these declarations. What is the amount rejected and accepted? Please make a note. People are getting confused that you have declared only. Okay, it is not accepted by our side. The finance team from our side is not accepted until you submit valid proofs. Okay, if you submit valid proofs before this payroll, we will be verifying it and approving it, and then we will process the payroll. So make sure you are declaring it. Whether it is accepted or not, you can see it in this page itself. And do not raise any help desk ticket that I have declared but it is not accepted. Until you submit valid proofs, it will not get accepted automatically. Okay, in this month, December month, as per whatever you have declared, system will consider it as actual proofs, and it will compute against the declarations you have made. Please make a note, whatever you have declared, it will be automatically considered as auto accepted. Okay, until you submit a proof, we approve that, it will not get accepted. It will not show in this column, neither in this column. Okay, but your declarations are all already considered in the calculation. Okay, I'll show that. And since the cutoff date is January 22nd of 2023, in the January month, okay, in the February month, in the February month, whatever you're submitting proofs, until that proofs gets accepted, your calculation will be recalculated. You will see the actual tax that is going to be deducted without considering your income tax declaration, since there is no proofs in this month. Okay, so make sure you're submitting the proofs in February, and do not panic in the February month that my tax shown was very less and it gets increased in the February month. Okay, until your proofs is submitted and approved, it will not show the correct value, it will show the actual value which is liable to deduct. Okay, and you will have a quick deduction detail snapshot also, so you can see what is the amount that is going to be deducted. Okay, and few cases in the tickets we understood that you're seeing some number value here, and end of the payroll you're getting huge amount or lesser amount, or you're seeing zero value here, but once the payroll is completed, you're surprised to see some income tax has been deducted. Right? Make sure your earnings are projected only based on your salary. Okay, if your earnings are other than the salary, like incentives, bonus, or any other ad hoc payments which is included, and your projected salary was calculated below less than 5 lakh, and After you earn this incentive in the payroll, in this payroll, your earnings, total earnings is going higher than 5 lakh, then automatically tax will be liable. So make sure you plan and declare it wisely. Okay, fine. So now I'm just showing a snapshot. Now you can go ahead with 1.5 lakh exemption. So you need to click here, not here. So you need to click 1.5 lakh exemption. So this 1.5 lakh exemption will be the maximum limit. Okay. So in this section, you have number of list of sections you can invest in and you can declare it, but the maximum limit is 1.5 lakh. Okay. So the EPF, VPF is auto accepted from the system, whatever we have detected from your salary. Okay. PPF is nothing but public provident fund. You can declare it. Let me show you. You need to click this edit option. You can declare 50,000. If you have proof for the same, you can upload it or you can save it. If you see auto approve till cutoff date, so this will be visible. Okay. So until you submit the proof, if you have a proof, you can click edit option again and you can upload the proof. If your number is lesser and higher, you can change it. Okay. It is not restricted that once it is fixed, it's fixed. You can change the value against your document. Make sure you're declaring against your document and save it again. Okay. This will come for the finance team. It will not immediately get approved. Okay. So you need to wait till the payroll. It will be approved after 22nd only, or 24th or 25th, it will get approved. Okay. Before the payroll. So once it is approved, you can see the status here in the bottom, whether it is approved. If it is approved, it will be in green mark and it will show accepted. Okay. If it is rejected, it will show in rejected with the reason. Okay. And you will get the email trigger also. What is approved, what is rejected, what is the reason also. Okay. So that it will get notified to you as well. Fine. And coming to this housing loan principal value. So from your banker or financier, get a valid ATC certificate or this financial year statement, okay, mentioning that this is the projected value. You can get it in the beginning of April month itself. Okay, this is applicable only for the financial year 22 and 23, March 23. Okay, so for this financial year, what is your investments? So in that, you can get the from the banker that what is your principal value, what is your interest that is you're liable to pay. Okay, you need to declare only the principal value here. Okay, not the including the interest value. If that housing loan is with a co-borrower, please get a co-borrower certificate stating what is his or her claim percentage and the amount, and what is your percentage and claim amount. Okay, so if it is 50-50, okay, 40-60, you need to define it and you need to get the acknowledgement with the co-borrower. There is a certificate, you need to get that and you need to upload it against this if it is a co-borrower. Okay. And mutual funds, any mutual funds you can submit it. Please make sure you submit the summary statement, not the full page with month on month or day status. And going to ULIP, you can upload it here. If you have any concerns to this section, you can click this question mark and get to know about this particular section. Okay, if you want to declare it anywhere else. And life insurance policy, if you have made anything, you can declare it. Please download and upload the summary statement. Okay, so if you have multiple policies, don't upload all the policies. Your summary statement is enough. Okay, if you have only one receipt, if it is half-yearly or yearly premium payable, you can submit a summary statement that will allow us to know it is a annual value or yearly value. Okay. And in education tuition fees, submit the tuition fees receipt, okay, of your children. Sports or development fees or any other extracurricular fees will not be allowed. Only the tuition fees mentioned in the receipts will be allowed. Okay. And scheduled bank FD or post office time deposit, deferred annuity. superannuation, any bonds. The Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana is a post office scheme for only girl childs. So you can submit the passbook copy of that post office scheme, plus whatever you have invested in that particular year. You can submit that statement. Okay. And other nothing but if any other stamp duty you have purchased other than these section list, you can submit it here. And mutual fund pension. Coming to NPS employee contribution, apart from this 1.5 lakh, you can again invest 50,000 additionally to 1.5 lakh, which will be 2 lakhs. So NPS alone will have 2 lakhs investment, but if you don't have any other investments in this particular section, but you need to claim 1.5 lakh, you can invest in NPS employee contribution and you can declare it here. Okay. And so I have declared only 50,000, right? Let me just declare it in LIC also. Okay, so I have already declared 1.5 lakh, but my actual declaration is 1.572, including the PF deductions. Okay, but maximum amount is allowed is 1.5. Okay, now going to other exemptions. So these other exemptions will have different sections, which each section different maximum limit. Okay, whereas previous sections has only 1.5 lakh total amount exempted is maximum limit is 1.5. Here each section has each limit. So I said apart from 1.5 lakh NPS declaration here, you can additionally pay 50,000, right? If you have any additional 50,000 contribution, you can declare it in this section. Okay. And medical insurance premium 50,000, preventive health check 5,000, parents medical insurance premium. It's a medical insurance premium amount. Okay. So in this section, I would like to clarify this is 80D. Okay, this section is 80D. So this 80D preventive health checkup is inclusive of this medical insurance premium. That is 50,000 is inclusive of this 5,000. Okay. For example, your medical insurance premium is 30,000 and you have additionally made 5,000 as a preventive health checkup. You can declare it and you can claim. If your premium is 60,000 and you have additionally made 5,000 as preventive health checkup, this will not be allowed because maximum limit is 50,000. Okay. This is also inclusive in this 50,000. Okay. And the same applicable for this. And you're not liable to claim 50,000 actually. This 50,000 is eligible for the people who are above 60 years. Okay. If you are less than 60 years age, you are allowed only 25,000 amount. Okay. This 5,000 of preventive health checkup is inclusive of this 25. Okay. Same applicable. Your parents' age is lesser than 60 years. You are eligible to claim 25,000 only. This 5,000 is inclusive here. 30,000 here and 5,000 also. So that will show you. Okay. And coming to medical expenditure, for any handicapped relative you have invested, you can claim this amount, but make sure you need to submit a doctor certificate mentioning, that is government doctor certificate mentioning the handicapped details plus the disability percentage. Based on the percentage, you can claim 75,000 or 125. Okay. And any medical expenditure on self or dependent. This medical expenditure is not like normal pharmacy or normal reasons. These is allowed only for these disease. Okay. For self dependence, if any such medical expense incurred for these disease, you can claim it. Okay. And for interest you're paying for any educational loan for you or self or dependents, you can claim it, but up to 8 years from the start of the loan tenure, you can claim only up to 8 years. Okay. And coming to home loan again, so you have already declared your principal value in this particular 1.5. Okay, and your interest can be declared here. That too, you need to satisfy these conditions. Okay. you need to be a first-time owner. Number 2, the interest value should be declared first and exhausted in this house property section. There is section 24. In that, you need to declare it and you need to exhaust your 2 lakhs first there. Say, suppose your interest value is 4 lakhs. Okay. Out of 4 lakhs, you can declare 2 lakhs here. Declare your total value 4 lakhs here. The maximum exemption is 2 lakhs. Okay. The remaining amount, you can claim it if you satisfy these conditions. Okay. So you will be exhausting 2 lakhs there, and the remaining amount of 2 lakhs, you can claim it in this particular section. And apart from that, your loan taken for this house is 35 lakhs or less, or the value of the house should be 50 lakhs or less. And fifth condition should be, this loan should be sanctioned in the year April 16 to 17. Okay. If your loan is sanctioned in this financial year and satisfying all the above conditions, you can declare your interest value in this particular section. Okay. And there are one more section called interest on loan for acquiring residential house property. Same applies here. You need to satisfy the condition. First, you need to exhaust the 2 lakhs here, and the remaining amount of the loan can be claimed in this particular section. So do not straight away come and declare your housing loan interest amount in this particular section. You need to first exhaust in that, and then you need to come and check whether your loan value is satisfying here. This loan sanction should be from 19 to 20. If the loan is sanctioned in the year 19 to 20, then you are allowed to claim here, and the property value should not exceed 45 lakh rupees, and assessee should not own any housing loan, that is a residential house. Okay, so these are the conditions you need to claim it. Then you are eligible to claim 1.5. If, for example, if you have 4 lakhs and you have exhausted 2 lakhs there, and the remaining 2 lakhs, you can claim it here. But your total interest value, you are satisfying all the conditions, but your total interest value is only 1.5 lakh. Then you will not be eligible to claim here. Your 1.5 lakh can be claimed in this house property section only. So do not straight away come and declare your house property interest value in this section. So for proofs, you need to submit same whatever the proofs you have submitted for housing loan principal. That housing loan principal, you would have submitted the certificate, the provisional certificate from the banker or financier, plus you need to submit to satisfy these conditions. Okay, the loan document and the loan confirmation document. Okay, and the same you can submit it for this section also. Okay. And coming to 80EEB, this section is for people who acquired electric vehicle loan. Okay, so you can claim it here in this section, only the interest value. Okay, and coming to donations part, so there is 4 clause of donation section. Okay, there is 100% deduction without qualifying limit, without qualifying of 50%. So this section is allowed only for certain government institutes and trusts. Okay, this section is allowed for 4 trust account, that is Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru Fund something. I'll show you end of the session. So only if you are invested in that particular trust, you can get the receipt with ATG certificate that you can claim it in this section. Apart from your any other donations, okay, 100% deduction with qualifying limit will be eligible with 10% of your total income, gross income will be deducted from your donation amount. For example, if you're declaring 1 lakh and your total salary 10% amount is only 10,000, okay, that will be deducted, and the remaining amount will be eligible. Same applies to 50% deduction also. Okay. So this is eligible only for people who donate for the temples or any orphanage or any trust. Okay, make sure you collect the ATG certificate. It should not mention in the receipt. In the receipt, if you see in the bottom, they will be mentioning that it is eligible for ATG. Anyone can mention that. To quantify that, please make sure get the ATG certificate from them. Okay. If it is valid, people will approve the same. Okay. The same applies for research and rural development. For research and rural development, there is a specific number is given for that particular trust or institute who's carrying on the research. Okay. So that particular section certificate needs to be provided by the receiver of the donation. Okay. So make sure you collect that also. That needs to be uploaded here. So to cross verify whether that is a valid document or not, then based on that donation, we will be approving the limit. Same applies for political parties as well. Or any royalty you have on book a patent, you can submit it only in this financial year, okay, not the previous year or thing. And savings account interest. So any interest you have already received in your savings account, if it is more than 10,000, there will be a tax additional to that, whatever your interest you're claiming in your savings account, right? So you can declare that tax amount here and you can claim the tax benefit here. Okay, same applies for senior citizens tax. If the senior citizen account is maintained by you, you can claim this benefit. Okay. And deduction with respect to person suffering from physical disability. The same rule applies for this particular section, which is 80DD, but this is different for handicap related. This is for self or dependent people who are suffering from physical disability. That same document with the government doctor who gives disability percentage with the disability details, you can claim it here. With all your medical expenditure, you can claim it. Okay. This is including these type of diseases, autism or cerebral. Okay. So make sure you provide valid document and you can submit all the medical expenditure incurred in this particular disease. So this is 80 other exemptions, which different sections, which each limit. Okay. And apart from it, you can go to house property section. So this house property section, you can see you can add more than one rented property, or if the rented property is more than ₹1,00,000, please provide PAN of the owner or declaration letter. In case you're eligible for HRA and in case HRA is not paid by your employer, you will be eligible for 80GG, that is available in other exemptions. For most of all the employees, we are providing HRA, so you need not to worry about it. Okay. So if you're owning any property, you can claim the interest under section 24 under this particular tab. Okay. I'll show you now. We understood many people have declared the monthly rent value. So say suppose my rental tenure is April to March, that is 12 months, right? My monthly rental value is 10,000, but I should not give 10,000 here. Okay, it should be 10,000 into 12. It should be an annual rental value, not the monthly rental value. It should be annual rental value. So this is my total rent value. Okay, so make sure you're giving, if you have given wrongly, go and change it now itself so that your tax will recalculate. Okay, please give annual rental value. Okay. So say suppose in this financial year, you lived in 2 different rental value or 3 different rental home. You can give that also. So for example, from April to May, I have lived in different location, and from June to March, I've lived in different location. You can declare it. Okay. Declare that annual rental value number of months. Okay. So if your rental value is 10,000, 10 into 2, 20,000, you can declare. And again, go and add one more rented residence and add the remaining month, that is June to March 23. I'll show you now. So here I'm just declaring only 20,000, right? Here I'm just declaring only 20,000. So whether since it is less than ₹1,00,000, my PAN number is not, landlord PAN number is not required. Don't think like that. your total rental value, okay, for this financial year is more than lakh rupee, you need to collect the PAN card number or PAN card copy from your landlord if it is less than 1 lakh also. Combining both two rental home or three rentals, if it is more than a lakh rupee, please collect for all the rental homes your landlord PAN number. If your landlord PAN number is readily available in the rental agreement copy, you can mention the landlord PAN number. Okay. If your landlord PAN number is not mentioned in the rental agreement, please collect the copy of the same from your landlord. Okay. And I will just tell you the HRA calculation. Whatever amount I am declaring here, this will not be considered for your income tax computation. There is again 3 slabs that will come into effect. Okay, I will tell you what is that. Okay, whether you live in metro cities or non-metro cities, please do not ask. Now it is few states are declared as metro cities. As per income tax rule, these are the metro cities and these are other states, districts are non-metro. Okay, I'm just choosing it. Please upload last 3 month receipt. That is enough. Okay, last 3 months receipt. If you are staying in different rent, please collect the last 3 months receipt here and upload it, and the agreement copy of the same. Okay, if you do not have the agreement copy, if it is less than lakh rupee, okay. If it is more than lakh rupee, please collect the landlord copy. Okay. Then I'm just saving the button. Owner name for that particular residence, who is the owner. So if it is a different owner, please add, you can add another owner for the same house also. So you need to give the PAN number of the owner. Make sure you give it, and if you don't have the PAN of the owner, you need to sign the declaration format and you need to get it signed by the landlord and you need to upload it here. Okay. So I'm saving it now. Please look this auto approve till cutoff date. So this will be considered for my calculation, but until you submit the proofs, it will be auto approved till cutoff date. But now I have given only for 2 months and the total 2 months value. I can again go and add the remaining ones. I'll just show you, just adding it only for 10 months. My monthly rent is 10,000. So just giving a lakh rupee. CHN. Same applies here also. Declare it. PAN number. And saving it. Okay. So if you, after declaring it, if you have any documents, you can again click update and you can upload the documents. Okay. So this is related to HRA. So I will tell you end of the session that how the HRA is calculated. Okay. So I own a residence. If you're owning in a self-occupied, then rent will not be applicable. So make sure you declare it wisely. So give the loan, that is interest amount of your housing loan, declare it here, purpose of the loan, and the lender name and lender PAN number. That is any bank, you can declare it here. Okay. If it is a let out property, please declare this. If you have n number of housing loan details, please add separately. Okay. Don't merge it and add it, because the lender would be different. If it is same lender also, please add it different residence details. Okay. And 4 lakh construction of purchase. Okay. So lettable value, what is the lettable value? You can declare or else you can put 0. Any municipal taxes you have paid, you can declare it or put 0. Any unrealized rent from your lettable property, you can put it, or you can 0. Okay, so this is the formula for this net annual value. This will be calculated. You can submit the proof of the interest of loan you're going to claim it. I'm just submitting it. If your property is both partially let out and partially self-occupied, you can declare this. Okay, and you can add n number of let out property or properties and declare it if you have any housing loan. Okay, so this will be considered for your calculation. This is about house property, and if you have any income from other sources, you can declare it. Any other incomes you received, you can declare it. Apart from the salary or any leaves income, you have any other incomes or interest received from the banker, you can declare it here and you can upload the proof. So this income will be considered for your computation as well. Okay. Now I have declared everything here. Okay. For few people, if somebody joins in the middle of the financial year, suppose somebody joins in June or December, they their previous employer would have already deducted the tax, but you think they've deducted more tax and you want to reduce your tax deduction with the current employer, you can declare your previous income here. Okay, so declare it correctly until you get it. Your gross value, you can declare it based on your pay stub, total gross amount, and the basic you earned in that amount, or HRA and PF, ESIC, labor welfare deducted, and NPS contribution you have deducted, professional tax you have deducted, income tax. This is the section you want to mention it. Okay, and other taxable component, other tax-free components. Okay, other taxable components, other tax-free components. Okay, so in your salary breakup, you can see basic HRA to calculate HRA and the basic value for HRA calculation. The remaining amount from your components, whether it is taxable, put the total amount here. If it is tax-free, put the amount here, both the amount. Okay, these basic HRA and taxable amount should match this gross value. So make sure you declare it correctly. Okay, you can click and declare it, save it, and again declare it, and then save. Don't forget to save this. Okay, once you do it, this amount will reflect add in your income and it will show reducible tax. I'll show you that also. For example, 10,000 is my total gross value, 5,000 is my basic in that earnings, and 3,000 is my HRA, and PF deducted is 1,000 rupees, and income tax deducted is 2,000 rupees. Okay, other taxable component that is 5,3 is 8,000. 8,000 remaining is, okay, just saving it. I'll save it. If it is this total value is not matching, for example, just giving 4,000. While saving it, you will get the pop-up that gross amount is not matching with the current month. Okay, so declare your amount. This amount plus these two components which you give to match the gross value. Okay, so I'm just giving the remaining value here based on the payslip you declare it. Okay, because this is the one we are going to declare again in the income tax department, that this is the previous income you have earned. Okay, now I've completed my declaration. So you can see the snapshot here, whatever I've declared and in which section I've declared everything. And my tax has been, if you see, the previous employer declaration has been shown as 2,000 and my tax has been reduced. So if you remember, the total tax value was 154 for each month. Now it is reduced to 125. Okay, so if you have still more investments plan, you can declare it and make the investments and you can submit the proof. Okay, so how to check whether whatever I've declared has been considered or not? You can see computation, click computation, it will take to my pay income tax section. If you see, I have declared the previous income value and the current amount that has been projected by the company. Okay, my HRA calculation, whatever I've given has been considered. Why 2,500 has been considered? I'll just explain you. So if you see in the month of April month, okay, it has been previous employer. My rental value is 10,000. My earnings was this. Okay, it will calculate based on 3 slabs. Okay, what is the 3 slab is? Actual HRA. What is my actual HRA earnings? That will be considered. That is number 1. And number 2, location based. Hope you remember that you have chosen a location, whether it is metro or non-metro. I have chosen metro, that is Chennai. If it is a location based HRA, it will be 50% of your basic. If it is non-metro, it is 40% from your basic. Since it is, I have chosen a metro, it is picking up from my basic 50%. You got it? Basic 50%. And last one is rent based HRA. Rent based HRA, whatever rent I'm paying, my rent is 10,000. Okay. Minus 10% of your basic. My 10% of basic is 500. So if you see, it is 9,500. Okay. So from these 3 slabs, whichever is lesser will be considered for your HRA exemption. Okay. So remaining months, I have not given any income. So it is shown as 0. 0 is the lesser value. And in the December month, my rent value is 10,000, but my actual HRA is 1,66,000. And my least slab is in negative, right? So it will show as 0. So make sure you declare it wisely so that the least value has been considered in the total value. Okay, this is how HRA has been calculated. Okay, and my PT has been auto calculated, standard deduction has been given 50,000. Okay, and if you remember, I've given a letter property value. The letter property value I've given is 4 lakh. So maximum value I've said is 2 lakhs. The 2 lakhs has been exempted. Okay, and coming to ATC section where 1.5 lakh you have declared, right? From that, this PF has been auto declared. This PPF, whatever it is considered, LIC has been considered. This has been considered. Why I have declared only 50,000? Why it is considered 41? Maximum limit is 1.5. Okay. And other tax exemption, what I've declared is this. So hope you remember that I said system will consider only 25,000. In this 25,000, this 5,000 is also inclusive. That is one why it is showing as 0. If I have declared only 15,000 or 18,000, this 5,000 will also be considered. Maximum is 25,000 based on my age limit. Okay. So this age is defined based on the age which is given in the portal. Okay. If your parents are senior citizens, you can declare it 50,000. You can claim 50,000. Okay. And this is all my declarations. You can declare it and you can see the total exemptions. My total earnings was 26. Okay, after all my exemptions, now total earning was after exemption is 22. For this 22, as per old tax regime, tax has been calculated and cess has been calculated. This is my total tax liability that I need to pay. So 2,000 from my previous employer I've already paid. So remaining amount I need to pay. That has been splitted into equal number of months. Okay. So this is how your tax has been calculated and projected. Okay. And remember whether you need to check whether it is old tax regime or new tax regime. And in managed tax, please see the cutoff dates. Okay. And do not panic in February month. In February month, if your proof is not submitted and it is not accepted by us, it will show the actual tax liability. Okay, it will show actual tax liability, and until we accept your proof and declarations, system will show the actual tax liability. Okay, after acceptance only your actual your declaration will be accepted and your tax will be recalculated. Okay, and any earnings you earn more than 5 lakhs, apart from your salary. So if your salary is total annual salary itself lesser than 5 lakhs, but your earnings apart from his incentives, any other ad hoc payments you earn from the company, which is more than 5 lakh, then you automatically fall into tax liability. Okay. So make sure you are planning your investments and declaring it wisely, and make sure you submit your proof on or before February 22.